Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Friday, May 2nd, 2025. Stay with me, people. I need you here with me because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. It's incredible what's just happened, what's going on here right now. Let's just let's start off with this. How about a timeline? Just yesterday, this deal with Ukraine was made for minerals. Okay, today JD Vance, our VP, comes out and he says, "Well, the war's not going to end anytime soon." And then today we get a $1.32 trillion war budget. Okay, of which billions are hidden in it. And I'm going to cover it with you so you know exactly what I'm talking about. For more war in Ukraine. Like they didn't know about this. This was all staged like everything else right now is out of control. I'm glad you mentioned that cocky Hemi. How about I was going to mention this. We're still waiting for the deal. The deal from Licknut that was done days and days ago, just waiting for whatever. We haven't heard about it. So I don't know. This is insanity. But guess what else would you expect right now? So let's talk about the market just real quick because I have so much to cover with you. Market got a nice boost today. You see 1.32 trillion in more debt. Yeah, that can boost the market. It's going to kill the dollar even faster, of course. And that will put a fire underneath the stock market. $1.32 trillion. Okay, we don't have it. We're already running $2 trillion per year deficits, and this is just going to go right on the back. You're right. This is not a market freak, Loretta. This is some kind of freak show, and I am a little bit of a freak show myself. I really almost don't know where to start. I think I'm gonna leave what the best for last, and it's not even the $1.32 trillion scam that's been sold to all of us. But let's talk, people. Let me just start off with this one. I got it all laid out. This is an absolute mind blower, and poof, another 1.32 trillion borrowed into existence. Trump plans to sell a record 1.32 trillion national security budget to the American people. And I'm just going to read real quick what's going on. This is Washington, not Greg Mannarino. U.S. President Donald Trump will request a record 1.32 trillion in national security spending for the fiscal year beginning October 1st, more than 13% over the current year's figure. Now, this is me, Lions. The timing of this announcement is staggering. Just as JD Vance acknowledges a prolonged war. Again, it was supposed to end in a day. We all knew it wouldn't end in a day. Some of you thought it would take a week, a month, a few months. Now we get the truth, which we all knew. You knew it. If you follow this blog, this would not end because I told you it would not end. And I got called out. I got ridiculed. I got belittled. You have no idea the flack I took by saying that this war would not end. But you and I, you see, we overstand it. And we realize that this war would not end. Again, the timing is insane. Yesterday, the deal gets signed, some kind of a deal. We'll talk about this. Today, the war's not going to end, according to Vance. And then today, a budget with billions baked in to support more war. Shock? Anybody here? Anyway, President Trump unveils a record-breaking national security budget for the upcoming fiscal year. All right, let's move forward. Wait, let me explain. I get so much to do with you. This is U.S. national surrender, and war profiteers will cash the checks. A surrender. It's an incredible thing. Let's just read. Lines. The true cost of Trump's 1.32 trillion national security budget. This isn't just a budget. It's a financial weapon pointed at you, the middle class, wrapped up in a flag and sold as security. You and I have been talking about this for I don't know how freaking long. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate that. How they would sell this stuff to you. All right, now fact. The cash doesn't even exist. It doesn't exist. Let's move forward. This budget must be borrowed into existence like everything else. Okay. The U.S. is already running $2+ trillion in annual deficits, which we just spoke about. There is no tax base or surplus to cover this increase. Therefore, the spending requires the creation of new debt. This means more IOUs in the bond market, more control handed to the Federal Reserve. Thank you, Slow Down. I appreciate that. It's all about empowering the Fed. You knew this before because we've spoken about it at length. Now, the Fed must enable it, and it is most willing to do so. Everything I'm going to read to you right now is in your inbox if you subscribe to my newsletter. Link in the description of this video. So, Lions, the Fed is the engine that allows this scam to function, whether through direct quantitative easing, stealth quantitative easing, via reverse repos or rate suppression. They will monetize the debt either openly or indirectly, covertly, whatever they got to do. Scotty, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Now, look, this budget is not about military strength. It's about preserving the debt machine through artificial liquidity. This will further debase the currency and erode purchasing power. Does that sound about right to you? Of course it does, because that's what this is all about. We're being wiped out. Expect social programs, infrastructure, education, all gutted. Small business access to affordable capital crushed. Wages, which obviously can't keep up already, it's going to get even worse. Real standard of living will collapse. The middle class, of course, always pays the price, while war profiteers cash the checks. Let me tell you something about this whole plan. I'm going to defend President Trump. I'm going to defend him. This isn't his plan. This is not his plan. He's a puppet. I've told you guys and girls this since time immemorial. Just like Bidenstein, the mummy man himself, was a puppet, but he was brain dead. You see, Trump is not brain dead, but he's a puppet. Okay. Now, military-industrial complex. You ready for this one? Full feeding frenzy. Every dollar creates guaranteed long-term contracts, often no bid, to Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Northrop Grumman, BlackRock, Tide, infrastructure rebuilders, all funded by money we don't have, repaid by people who didn't ask for it. The result, systemic enslavement. Systemic enslavement. More debt equal more power for the Federal Reserve, more war, more justification for endless borrowing, more fear, more control over the population, less freedom. The final coffin nail for the Republic. Sound about right? Flash News Alert. Thank you. I appreciate that. Perpetual war, perpetual debt, perpetual Fed dominance. You knew all this before, but I'm telling you again. This isn't defense. This is what it's economic warfare on the people of this country, masked in patriotism. It transfers trillions in future wealth from the hands of the people to, let us move forward, the hands of central banks and global contractors. This is not national security. It's national surrender. And President Trump today, the puppet that he is, just threw his hands up and surrendered because you're the one surrendering. Him and his friends, they're all going to make untold amounts of cash out of this. Let us move forward while we're on the topic here. While we're talking about this is the real question. Does Trump's new $1.32 trillion budget contain cash for Ukraine war? Indeed, it does. Like they knew before. Of course they knew. Of course they knew. This is all staged. When you guys and girls, some of you will never get it. Clemente, thank you. It's all rigged. It's all rigged to the highest order. So Trump's budget, this new $1.32 trillion, it contains cash, hundreds of billions, disguised, redirected, and rebranded for more war. Look, they've taken, I'm just going to read this to you straight up. They've taken what was once direct congressional military aid and now cloaked it in the garments of strategic investment. It's incredible how they're selling this to people, to the American people, as resource-backed agreements, but it gets even better than that. Instead of requesting billions in taxpayer-funded aid for Ukraine, which the public doesn't like, I don't like it either, quite honestly, it's engineered now as a minerals for weapons trade model. A minerals for weapons trade model, but it gets even better than that. This allows for U.S. arms training, and support service to be sent on credit against future mineral profits extracted from Ukraine. Future profits to be sent on credit against future mineral profits. Make that up. You can't do it. But this is all in there. It's all baked in. And who controls these profits? A shared investment fund? That's what they're talking about here, with Washington insiders and defense contractors sitting at the table. This is a geopolitical end run right around both Congress and you, the American people. We have now become really the laughing stock of the planet Earth. Trump is going to say things like, and this isn't in there. This is just me here. Trump is going to say, we're not giving away any money. We're making a deal. They're paying us in natural resources on credit. But people, it's the same game. We're not giving away money. We're making a deal. They're paying us in natural resources. This is the same game in which defense contractors extend military industrial influence to keep war economies humming. Lions. Modern warfare isn't just fought with bombs anymore. No, it's not. Okay. It's fought with debt traps for you. 1.32 trillion. Where's the outrage? Mineral rights and invisible chains tied to strategic partnerships. Sound about right? Of course it does. How about on the economic front? This is Fox Business. U.S. job growth cooled in April amid economic uncertainty. Let's read this one here. The U.S. economy added jobs in April at a slower pace than a month ago amid uncertainty over economic conditions as well as tax and trade policy. The U.S. Department of Labor today reported that employers added 177,000 jobs in April, much lower than the 228,000 in March. I mean, come on, guys and girls. Do you guys, are you finally, look, I understand that the people with Trump is God syndrome, they're never going to get it. The MAGA hats, the red hats, whatever the freak they are, they're never going to understand what's going on. They can't do it because, again, their boy is freaking the Antichrist. I think we're pretty much on the same page, but he's just a puppet. Now, I wasn't even going to bring this up, but I'm going to. You know why? Because if you subscribe to my newsletter, this started a firestorm. And just because of that firestorm, I'm going to talk about it. So here we go. From battlefield to foreclosure, how the system just betrayed our veterans. Now, this is a snapshot of an article. I did not write this. This is from Market Watch. I can't even read the person's name here, whatever, who wrote this here. But anyway, foreclosures are on the rise. And it's not just veterans. They're coming after you. All right. And 60,000 veterans are suddenly marching much closer to losing their homes. The end of the Veterans Affairs Servicing Program, a foreclosure avoidance measure, put tens of thousands of veterans at risk of losing their homes. Again, this is not Greg Mannarino. This is how they portrayed this. Let's start off. The Trump administration has ended the Veteran Affairs Servicing purchase. Let's stop there. Is this the Biden administration in place right now? No. Did President Trump stand up against this? No. So right now, let's all agree that this is the Trump administration now in the executive office, the executive branch. It's the Trump administration, okay? I did not word this, but it is the Trump administration currently in power who has ended the Veterans Affairs Service purchase program as of yesterday. This program was to assist veterans and active duty service members struggling with mortgage payments. These loans are back in the hands as they were meant to be, the banks and mortgage services, which means, well, these people are going to get thrown out of their houses just like you are. When you can't pay your bills, right back to the banks. They're going to take everything from you. They want your heart. They want your soul. They want your hopes. They want your dreams. They want it all. And they don't give a damn what happens to you, your children, your dog, your cat, your fish, nothing. So these loans are back in the hands of banks and mortgage services, which means, and this is not Greg Mannarino, just so you know. Okay, an estimated 60,000 veterans are immediately at risk of foreclosure. Many will lose their homes within months, and there is no current alternative being offered. Okay, Trump is in power. It's his administration that just ended yesterday. Not Biden administration. For those of you that are going to say, this isn't Trump. I didn't even blame Trump. I didn't even write, this isn't me. I did not point my finger at him. I pointed his finger at his administration because you know what? He's the administration of power right now. Did he push against it? No. Did he try to stop it? No. It's on him. Like everything else, people. If you can't see what's going on yet, I think you really, really, really are finished. I don't know how to say this another way. I just can't believe you want to have a little fun? Those of you that subscribe to my newsletter, read the comments on that. Your mind is going to be blown. They can't take it. These people cannot take it that their guy, their duppy, their Satan-worshipping president, along with Elon Musk, the other devil over there, could possibly do this to veterans, and they're coming after you. Everything you are. You think that this is not inflationary? 1.32 trillion poof borrowed into existence coming out of nothing. Ronex, thank you. Your tires are spinning. Look at this guy. Here's another one. Thanks for your $2, but maybe you should use those $2 to get yourself some help, bro. Tell me where I got this wrong. I laugh at these people. They can't say it. That's all right, man. You know what? You and I can. No, dude. We're not marching on anything because you know why? There was nobody, not enough people behind it. It's unbelievable. And it makes me want to puke to think about, but we're just going to keep going, man. We're just going to keep on going. It's an incredible thing. Nothing, of course, is Trump's fault right now. We're in a new war in Yemen now, 7 weeks, 24/7. But that's not Trump's fault either. That must be the Biden administration's fault. That's right. Let's see. Trump took credit for the stock market under Biden when it went straight up, but then it was sold off. It wasn't. That was Biden's fault then. You can't make it up. Helen, thank you. Guys, I'm going to urge you to go check this out. Again, if you do subscribe to my newsletter, go have some fun with the people that responded to this because you will not believe some of the comments there. You will not believe it. Give yourself a little chuckle on this Friday because you will need to laugh just a little bit once in a while. Unbelievable, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. We got this down. Nothing here, nothing is unexpected. You and I have called this out so absolutely perfectly since before the selection. We knew that wars would not end. We knew there would be more war. We knew that there would be exploding debts and deficits beyond anyone's wildest dream. No one probably would have guessed that we were going to get a record 1.32 trillion military budget, whatever this is, and we're going to be funding hundreds of billions of dollars to prolong a war that Trump said he would end in one day. But we knew that this would go on. No freaky Loretta. We haven't seen any arrests at all, have we? Thank you. I appreciate you bringing that up. Jogo, I appreciate you, man. We call this. I didn't call anything VK Travel Log. I appreciate you saying that. But it's too simple. We know what they want. We know what they're working towards. The gullible, the IQ level in anyone wearing a red MAGA hat is below the ground, into the crust of the earth. They are sub-morons on a scale that it just is baffling how they can even be. They're not human, I guess. I don't know what they are. Zombies? Explain this to me. Oh man, I tell you, negative, freaky, way negative. You're 100% right, Yvonne. Thank you, I appreciate that. And their IQs are dropping, but some people turn around. We have turned people, and again, it's not about the Kamala. It's not about the Biden creature, mummy man, freaking disgusting puke that it was. Do you remember how I shredded him apart? Where were those people then? Joseph, thank you. It's all a game. And we're pawns in it. We're pawns in it. It's incredible. It really, really is. See this going on. Anyway, that's it, man. Walter, it's just crazy, man. However you want to slice it, tell me where we're getting this cash come from. Tell me how this is going to help return purchasing power to the dollar. We're being exterminated, Walter included, and everybody else here. We're all watching this freaking freak show. Now, this is an interesting thing. So I'm running a poll. I wrote, Trump's record 1.32 trillion budget includes hidden billions from all Ukraine war aid. Surprised? 85% of you just said you're not surprised and you expected it. You know what? You know why you expected it? Because we knew that would happen. I want to say God bless you to every single one of you, because that means you've been following this blog. You've been paying attention. And I want to thank you sincerely for being here, because we knew this. How is it that we knew this and they had no idea? How is that even possible? And they're still not holding them to account for a new war, for exploding debts and deficits. And it's not his fault. It must be Biden's fault, right? Trump keeps blaming him. The man cannot take any blame for a thing. It's a shame. John said, I appreciate that. Or any responsibility. It's not blame. It's responsibility. All he's worried about is the billions and billions that he's enriching himself, and he's enriching his friends here, and everybody else is connected to this $1.32 trillion military budget. Can't make it up. Anyway, that's kind of it, guys. I don't know. I don't know if Joe is still alive. I have no idea what's going on with that guy. I don't follow him, her, any of these creatures. This whole thing is Babylon to the highest order, man. But again, look, man, what we just witnessed today was a surrender. The United States has surrendered, and they didn't even have to hide it anymore. But Licknut, he has a deal. It's totally done, but we're still waiting for it. Anyway, all right, guys, let's I think we're going to part ways. You guys and girls want to talk about anything before we get going, or we kind of all in the same page here? You guys want to do anything? Alan, what's up, bro? Good to see you here. Anyway, yeah, Bruce, you're 100% right. You can't make any of this stuff up. Did you guys and girls ever believe in your life? If you've lived as long as me, I'll be 60 in a few months. Did you ever think that you would see this in your lifetime? Thank you, PJ. I appreciate it. But I'm nobody. I am Greg Nobody. I'm just a guy with a mouth who's been given a platform to talk. Jonathan, thank you. Exactly. Look at this. They've been debasing the currency since 1913. And you all know that if you followed this blog, they want it all. They want, right now, there's like 1.5% left in the purchasing power of the dollar. They want every bit of it. So they're moving us towards the new system. They're going to make us beg. They're going to make us beg for it. People, the veterans look like the first ones that they're going to get to beg. The Trump administration did it, okay? This is not the Biden administration. This is the Trump administration who is now in control. They're the ones holding. Trump did not push back against this, so it's his. But he won't take it, and his followers, they can't see it. Please, do me a favor. Make me happy. I'm going to ask you guys for one favor. Really, just one today before we part ways with our special 3 things. If you subscribe to my newsletter, go look at the comments at what people wrote. You will not believe it in your life. Or maybe you will. Maybe you will. I promise. If you guys do this favor for me, if you subscribe to my newsletter, link in the description of this video, I will read all the comments because I want you guys to set the record straight. All right? Anyway, guys, listen. We're going to get going. This is Friday. You're not going to see me till Sunday. I've been putting out a lot of stuff for you guys in my newsletter as of late, and I am not going to stop. And the more pushback that I get, the more I'm going to put out. And the more they're going to hate my freaking guts. But you know what that means? That means I am directly over the target. And so are you. So are you. Well, I'm going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing until they break. And they're breaking right now. You want to see them break? Read the comments to this. From battlefield to foreclosure. Read those comments. They're cracking. They're breaking. They can't take it. They're lashing out. Just as you would expect them to do, because they are weak. They're pathetic. They can't even present a valid argument. It's insane. You have no idea, honestly, how much I love it. Because the truth is a blazing sword that cuts right through to the bone. See what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm talking about. I and I are one. I and I are one. People, bring it in. Bring it in. It's Friday, as I said. We're going to do our thing, all right? Love each other. Care about each other. Be charitable. People, look, I will see you Sunday for my markets to look ahead. I got you covered. And just wait till you see what you're going to get in your inbox. Subscribe to my newsletter. It's 100% free. It's going to be awesome. Pure freaking awesome. This guy loves you with all I got everywhere. And there ain't no way I'm ever letting you down, ever. All right? We'll talk on Sunday. Go check out this. Please, guys, I just can't wait. One more time. Please go check this out. If you subscribe to my newsletter, you're going to love that one. I'll see you.